My name's Linda Kedia Kamahoro, and I'm a student here at Rwanda Coding Academy in S5, and I am the one who founded the RCA Lead Initiative, which is a student-led movement that empowers students with challenges paying school fees.
My name's Olivia Chirezi, and I'm a student at Rwanda Coding Academy, currently taking software programming and embedded systems courses. In addition, I'm a coordinator of the iLead program here in RCA and also a co-founder and chief operations officer in RCA Lead Initiative.
My name is Rukundo Samuel. I'm a student here at Rwanda Coding Academy in Senior 5, and in RCA Lead Initiative I'm an advisor.
My names are Irasubiza Salineson, a student from Rwanda Coding Academy. In iLead, I'm a coordinator of iLead program in this school with my colleague, and in iLead Initiative, I am the Chief of Finance Officer. I'm in year 2. In overall school, I'm the Minister of ICT and Innovations.
My name's Chintaka Stella Ineza. I'm a student from Rwanda Coding Academy. I'm a software programmer, of course a full-stack developer and a designer. In addition, above all, I'm a leader. I'm a coordinator here at Rwanda Coding Academy in the iLead program.
Nitwa Revera Munyaneza Marcel, ndi umuyobozi w'urwunge rw'amashuri ya Nanga.
By names of Kalomba Benoni. I'm in charge of discipline and welfare at Rwanda Coding Academy.
As you understand from the name RCA Lead Initiative, we wanted to own the initiative. That's why the name RCA had to be there. And iLead, of course, it was something birthed from the iLead program. That's why we wanted to use RCA iLead. And initiative is actually a lesson from the iLead program, taking initiative to do something. And we took initiative to help those young kids and pave a future for them.
The idea came when our school is located in a remote area. We have many kids that surrounds our school. They normally came to pick some like papers and pens from dustbins, especially during lunchtime when our students are going out of classes. So these kids, they normally ask our students to give them pens and everything that they can see. So when this girl Kamahoro, he just requested her to give them pens. So she was excited about that kind of habit or what they are asking about. And they were in the full uniform, primary kids. So she asked me whether she can help them. I told her that it is allowed. After discussing about that, those kids with her, she came up with that kind of idea of supporting or giving back to the kids who are not having that support.
Hari abana biga muri iki kigo bagize initiative yo kudufasha mu gutera inkunga abana biga mu mashuri abanza baturuka mu miryango ikennye badashobora kubona amafaranga yo kurya. Twari dufite umubare munini w'abana batishuri kubera kubura ari amafaranga yo kurya. Tuza kubona abanyeshuri ba hano bari muri iLead bishyurira bamwe muri abo bana. Abana bari batangiye guta amashuri baragarutse kuko dufite amafoto y'icyo gikorwa, bamaze kubishyurira ibihembwe hafi 2. Bari abana bagira muri za 77 bose bari kwiga neza.
The idea just came from our daily activities. So there's some way that we passed and we see every day kids asking for pens, asking for things like books and rubbers and all those things. And one day we passed there and they asked us to give them pens, and which apparently we didn't have at the time. But I felt a sense of responsibility for those kids to to be able to pay for them, to be able to provide those things that they ask us. And that's exactly how the idea came. And one thing also that inspired me was Alexander. He came and he told us that we have to put into action the things that we are learning each day from the iLead program. And as I'm a graduate from the iLead program, I have finished the 3 years where we learn to choose, to do, and to lead. And one thing, one lesson that inspired me the most also was the influence, where leaders influence others to do things. And I also influenced my co-founders to take that idea to our sponsor and put it into action and help those kids that we see on the way each and every day, provide them with school materials and also those things that they're in need of.
So seeing the iLead initiative from here in RCA, I thought like, yes, now students understand really the meaning of the iLead program, and now they start to reflect what they learned in the iLead. Knowing that the inspiration was from the iLead, I got really happy. I said, I wish every student in RCA would be like this. Not only to see how the values were built in students, but also to see that the community around us is going to know that students from RCA are passing through a program, and this program is being transformative to them.
The thing that came to my mind was, wow, an idea is coming to reality, because I actually start with that idea, me myself, but never put it into implementation. But the moment Linda, our founder, told it to me, I was like, wow, we can work together and then put it into action.
After hearing this initiative, I was happy because we were going to implement what we always study in the lessons of iLead program, like the influence, the courage, and the character. So it was good to me to hear that we are going to do something which is impactful to the community and our fellow students in primary schools.
As a coordinator, because we always encourage students so that if someone has an idea or what we can do as application of iLead lessons, he or she may approach us, then we see if it is feasible, we implement it. So when I heard about RCA Lead Initiative, first of all, I was very happy, because I'm very happy if I see someone who is applying one among lessons of iLead program, and I was very happy because we were going to help our fellow students.
The thing that inspired me the most was my friend who met Maxwell. He came and he told us a story that Maxwell told him that we should do what Jesus did. And as a Christian, I believe that Jesus really had those values that we are learning each and every day from the iLead program. And also I felt that sense of responsibility, as I've said. I also want to do what Jesus did and also help those kids and shape their future and empower them to become future leaders, but also having that education with them.
For me, what convinced me and how I accepted to become a co-founder, I couldn't say no, because first of all, it is a very good idea. To accept to join this team, it was like, for me, it was like a must, because as a coordinator, I couldn't tell someone who brings an idea like this, so go deal with it. So I had to bring my contribution.
Among the activities we've done, first of all, we've collected an amount of money among the Rwanda Coding Academy students, because so far they are our partners or our sponsors as the RCA Lead Initiative. And then after contributing the money, we pass it to the bank. We send the money to the bank of the RCA Lead Initiative. And then after, we look for a school that is in need. For example, today we're working with GS Nanga that is here located in Nyabihu district. So after locating the school, we ask them for students who are not able to pay for the school fees, the students that are so poor that it's so hard for them to get the school fees. So after they give us the lists, we send the money to their bank, go check on those students, share with them biscuits, sodas, sweets. We talk to them, we have fun with them because they're our fellow students. And then after we talk to the principal, we tell them we've paid for you and we've paid for the students, work with them such that they study hard, and then this seed we've planted in them doesn't go to waste. Yeah, and then later we take pictures and come present them to the students, our sponsors, to show them that the money they have given us or the funds that they have given us did not go to waste.
Starting this initiative as a student here in Rwanda Coding Academy, of course there are going to be challenges, and one of the challenges was convincing the student that what we are going to do is going to have a large impact on those kids, and also the allocation for the resources, because as we've said, the money that we use to pay for these kids comes from within us. And also students who have other things to use the money for. So I think that was the biggest challenge that I faced while starting the RCA Lead Initiative. This strategy that I used to convince them was actually, we had an assembly or a meeting, and at that exact moment, we planned on how to talk to them, on how to convince them. What we're going to do is going to be something that is going to have an impact. And we used also the Bible, the verses, telling them that we should actually do what Jesus did. And the iLead was also part of something that we used to convince those students. We used some lessons, some values from the book. I believe that was the most convincing part that we used to convince them to start.
The first big challenge, of course, are the finances or the money. Okay, the students, they may be convinced by the idea, but they may not be convinced with giving or giving out their money, or some of them may also not be having the money. Another challenge was locating where the students in need are. Like, there's so many, we were like, we want to help all of them. We saw a lot of needy children. So the first time we showed this initiative to our sponsor, he gave us like a list of 200 students. As an operations officer, I was like, should we help all of them? They were like, we are going to help 217 students. That is a big thing, and we wanted to start small. So that's also a challenge. We were like, in our capacity, what we would afford was not 200 something students. It was like some few students. And then that was also a big challenge. Another challenge, we all wanted to buy for them food, buy for them materials, pay school fees, pay for 217. Like, that was a lot of work, and that was also a challenge. Okay, so with all those challenges, for us, we chose to start small. We start with the iLead sponsors. We asked them, how could we start? They advised us to start small in our capability.
The most convincing lesson in iLead program to me is the lesson 9 from I Choose book called Responsibilities. So what I have done from iLead, for me the most important is being responsible, because after iLead I became like a leader or a coordinator of different things in this school.
The RCA Lead Initiative is basically like sums up all the lessons that we've learned, which include responsibility, taking action, initiative, and being accountable for others, and also influence. We find all these lessons in the 3 books, which are I Choose. We chose to take that initiative, and then we did what we chose to do, and then we started leading by doing what we wanted to do. I would define the iLead program in just one word. I would say impactful.
I feel like iLead is full of values, and a word I can give it is values.
Okay, for me, in one word, iLead program is like transformation?
I can say trance dance.
People who don't know iLead program, this is a kind of program that can partner with your skills that you have in your career to make you the best person that everyone can appreciate or can aspire to be.
For a person who hasn't heard anything about the iLead program, I would say that it was aimed to help students in high school learn values of what a true leader should be. And summing up, I would say the iLead program is something that has helped so many students get to know how to be leaders and what to do and what actions to take in order to shape a bright future.
A specific thing I have learned from the founder of this program. For me, I'm only coordinator, but applications like brainstorming and bringing like a certain application of what I learned in iLead, I don't do that. For me, I deal with leadership, I lead my fellow students, organize different events, and what I learned from her is like, to take initiative, to take action, and find something I can do to help people after learning iLead.
My fellow educators, I can tell them, my first role as an educator is to facilitate students, to guide them, to serve them. The rest is okay. So once you are serving a student with all your heart, facilitating them, guiding them, I don't think that you will have any quarrel with them.
Ushaka kubaka ejo hazaza heza wakwita ku bana bari mu ishuri. Cyo nabwira abantu nuko gutegura urubyiruko rw'ejo hazaza uri gutegura abayobozi b'ejo hazaza heza. iLead ubwo buyobozi bwiza, iyo miyoborere myiza ihera ku ntebe y'ishuri handi dukeka hasi kugira ngo ejo hazaza hazabe hameze neza. Aba numva ngewe ku ruhande rwanjye n'ishuri nyoboye ndetse naho nageze ijwi nakangurira abana ndetse n'abandi barezi n'abandi bantu dukorana mu burezi yuko bashyigikira iLead aho yabiri cyangwa aho itari kahajya kugira ngo twubake generation nziza.
I urge people with a heart who are able to give that they can sponsor us, they can sponsor their children because we pay for them 1,000. It's just a note. If you pay for a student and you see them tomorrow becoming a president, you're like, I contributed to their education. So we urge you to have that heart to give and to pay for one student. That's something that could overcome one of our challenges that we had. We have a website of RCA Lead Initiative such that there is also a way to donate. We can give you our bank account number, can give you the number to send. That's where you can send all your funds that you want to help us, and we're thanking you in advance.
Something that I would like to tell other students is taking initiative and also learning from this iLead program and putting it into action, not just by changing within you without influencing others. And I would like everyone in high school to start doing something, being a true leader, and shape the future.